Amber from the Vault here. Welcome back to a little bit more of the Outer Worlds. We're going to go ahead and just jump right back into it. So see you back in just a sec. Well, I guess that worked. So I didn't even need the info or to take his money. Huh. I don't feel guilty, though.
In case I did not impress it upon you before, I'd like to enjoy my solitude.
I just want to hit him so bad. I want to hit him. Alright. I need to bring her caffeinoid pills at some point.
Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell, and revel with us? Sure thing. What did you want to discuss? How'd you manage that? Wait, never mind. If I question it, it'll turn out not to be true. Besides, I never follow how you got Velma to part ways with a bit card of her own accord. Here, take this as compensation. It ain't a lot, but I hope it shows how much we appreciate all you've done. Now me and my friends here better get back to work before Velma blows a fuse.
Bye! When you leave, I'm gonna rob everything up here. Bye. Bye. Please go now. Thank you. Thank you very much. Uh-oh.
What do you think you're doing? I don't have time for this.
Yeah, get out of here. Why was the store even open? I purposely closed it. There. None of you open that door. Jeez. Gonna mess with my reputation, guys. I gotta make sure I got a good rep. Alright. Looking pretty good. Unless... Will this get us anywhere? No? No? Nowhere? Okay, fine.
You ever think about what goes on in a marauder's head?
No.
No.
Crazy.
Alright. So, what's next? We've done pretty good actually on this. So passion pills, we need to get her those pills. I'm not going to deal with that right now though. Let's do... Anything else in town we need to deal with? Yes, we need to do that toss ball betting thing. Let's do that so we don't have to actually leave town right now. There's still some things we need to look at in town too. I just wanted to handle those little things real quick. Okay, left field toss ball betting. Let's go ahead and run in here.
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest toss ball games. So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial H Mammoths. Everyone needs a good diversion. That's what keeps you from thinking about the marauders outside town. The Raptidons chewing at the walls. Tossball's just about the only good news we get around here. When our frequency's not too clogged up anyway. So, what can I do for you? Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth. They were pretty distinct. Monarch doesn't exactly have a thriving dental industry, and Isaac seemed to get stuck in all sorts of bad habits, dietary and otherwise. Sometimes he'd drink purpleberry punch by the liter, other times he'd keep betting on a losing team, started owing the wrong people money. I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over tossball games. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them. Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
Gotcha. Is there money in there? Oh, child. Yeah, there's some decent bits in there.
Keep him quiet, Cap.
Nell's not paying attention. That went well. Alright, let's go head over to that alley. I didn't realize there was an alley behind there, but I guess we have one now. It's kind of nice that we've been able to solve a lot of our problems so far without really needing to do a whole lot.
Who wants to play an impromptu tossball match? No one?
Yeah, no. Sorry, Vicar. Oh, we've been back here before. Hi, Elijah.
Hey, what are you doing here? This is our secret alley. Berta already pissed by those crates to market. Not so fast. You look like you got some bits. I'm thinking we take them off your corpse. Oh yeah? What are you saying exactly? Wow. Most of the pencil pushers around here cave as soon as you look at them funny. Fine, we're going. This ain't worth it.
I want to kill him anyway. I'll never be able to pick him in time.
What do you think you're doing?
I don't want any trouble out of you.
I'm nothing but trouble! Alright, let's go in. Uh-oh.
Can I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir. Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today?
Or is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you wasn't fixing it fast enough, so he's docking your wages again? Not that I got any prior experience with such.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid. Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings, whatever Sebastian has in stock, really. So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else.
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
He's sort of the strong, silent type. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff, and some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell. I couldn't. What if he says no? Hey, maybe you could ask him for me. I mean, a no would still be bad, but it won't be quite as embarrassing if you ask. Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work. He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet intensity, you know? Like there's stuff going on inside his head that you have no idea about. Plus, he's got great legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercises. You think that's what I'm looking for? You're funny. Not in Stellar Bay. Everyone else who isn't taken either smells like salt tuna or they're my boss. Besides, a man with a good smile and a proportionate upper to lower body ratio isn't something to pass up. Sorry, sometimes I get carried away.
Aha, the helpful stranger I've heard so much about. Here to do business, hmm? Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me. Did you hear that power play, Celia? They don't make them like this anymore in Halcyon. I only hope you don't judge me by my handshake. Now, what business brings you here? What a charming notion. One doesn't meet many free spirits in Halcyon. Not outside Tartarus prison, anyway. Forgive me, I'd be positively enraptured. Only, I take it this means you aren't here for salt tuna. Now, there's no need to humor me. I'm used to this particular letdown.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing quite all right?
Oh, don't worry on my account. This is merely the latest in a long line of professional erotic and athletic disappointments. Now, I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board. Surviving alone isn't as easy as it looks. Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now. Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious. Yes, freedom is a tempting ideal, but a rather costly paramour.
Exactly. Intellectualism fuels the train to mankind's future, but the tracks the train runs on are forged from practicality.
Mr. Vicar, I don't want to be rude, but I don't think that means anything.
Yes, it's as though the good vicar has plucked the very words from my brain. I have people to look after. I need to be practical.
That's why Mr. Nanvi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
But will that help the people here, Mr. Sanjar? Keep them fed and safe?
That's precisely what I'm trying to do.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended. With a Bolt 52 cartridge, of course. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance. In the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in, these days it's overrun with marauders and raptidons. Do be careful. I've lost more than a few people to marauders and raptidons out there. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. What can I do for you? But that's terrible. What happened? I'm glad to hear you've dealt with them. They've been causing quite a bit of trouble around town. I've been consumed with other matters of late, but I would have dealt with them. Eventually. Of course I would have. Still, your intervention in the matter is much appreciated. Please consider this payment for your services. I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff? Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you? Hiram? Why, he's probably still out at Devil's Peak. Not that he's had the courtesy to notify me, at any rate. You'd head south along the road and look for a mountain to the west. Not that I'd advise it. It's a terribly dangerous trek. But if you insist on going, I'd recommend taking a local guide. Nyoka would be a prime candidate.
If you can keep her sober.
Then it's good that I keep such meticulous notes. I've asked myself the same thing many times, especially seeing as the legal mechanisms we employed were part of the board's own bylaws. Not intentionally, though that's technically true. For many years, this planet was home to as many corporations as Terra 2. But back then, it was known as Terra 1. As you may have noticed, this planet has more than its share of hazards. And as the other corporations began to tally their losses, they decided to pull out. That's also what I thought. Oh, we were young and bold then. Not unlike yourself.
And how did that work out?
That's yet to be determined. We saw the chance to improve working hours and conditions, to reform MSI from the ground up. It's humane, but it's also good business sense. Exhausted, sick, and malnourished workers are not productive workers. Even a cursory review of the data bears that out.
I hope you'd treat them nice, whether it was good business or not, Mr. Sanjar. That's what being a community means. Treating people right, because it's the right thing to do.
Ms. Holcomb is our endlessly optimistic crew hand. It's good for the captain's morale.
A noble thought, Miss Holcomb. Unfortunately, noble thoughts rarely sway board policy. Anyway, we learned of a loophole in the corporate bylaws that would allow MSI to claim ownership of the entire planet once the other corporations pulled out, creating the perfect environment for us to enact these new reforms. Oh, well, there were surely other junior executives with more open minds. though none of them had the temperament to handle the paperwork. But I was keeping my tone flat and maintaining eye contact. You weren't supposed to notice I was avoiding the subject.
This is why you've never been good with presentations, sir.
Very well. Many, many years ago, Graham Bryant and I used to be collaborators, of sorts. Indeed, for all the good it did. MSI's then leadership wasn't enthusiastic. They insisted we'd be relocating to Terra 2, along with everyone else. In a manner of speaking, many of us stayed behind, in an act of quiet but firm defiance. As the most senior executive remaining, I ended up in charge of what was left of MSI. I moved forward with our planned reforms, as well as our strategy to assume ownership of the planet. Yet not long after I renamed it Monarch, the other corporations dislodged us from the board and began an official campaign to paint us as lawless savages. I don't think I realized how far they'd stoop. Everything we did was legal and above board. We followed their rules, and yet they still found reasons to declare us outlaws. I do think there's something useful in a governing body like the board. Something that keeps us from anarchy, but I dearly wish it functioned differently. Why wouldn't anyone? They own nearly all the resources and infrastructure in Halcyon.
Without the board, chaos would overtake the system. Working within the established order isn't a principle to snub one's nose at, Captain.
To be on the board is to be part of the colonial community, and being cut off means slow strangulation. I fear the MSI citizens who've been dissolved into Raptidon Cud would disagree with you. If membership on the board can ease our hardships and provide us with opportunities, then that's the path I mean to pursue. Besides, I'm hopeful that additional leverage on our part will allow us a more equitable relationship. Oh, believe me, I've learned that much. But I'm also not going to leave MSI at a disadvantage. My hope is to maintain the reforms we've managed here, and who knows? Perhaps once we're restored, we could spread them to other corporations. It's a legal provision that gives the board the authority to cordon off any planet or location that it deems dangerous.
But wait, what happens to the folks stuck on the wrong side of dangerous?
Well, I'm afraid the welfare of a few hundred people is too minor a figure into the board's risk assessments. Monarch may be dangerous, but it's hardly the wasteland the board describes it to be. Whatever the board's goals, the greater good has little part in them. He and his followers call themselves the Iconoclasts. Lawless anarchists, all of them. If anyone on Monarch deserves the reputation the board's pinned on us, it's them.
I will admit, I am keen to meet their leader.
Well, be careful what you wish for. Graham has a habit of ruining everything, and everyone around him. I'm trying to build something here. They only want to destroy things, and they risk ruining Monarch for all of us. It isn't just that they drain our people and resources. Every radical act they commit cements Halcyon's image of us all as destructive rebels, and pushes us further from the rest of the colony. He's lucky the board doesn't take him seriously enough to keep more than a few UDL gunships patrolling Monarch.
An Earth Directorate assault cruiser would change his tune. It's almost a shame we haven't seen one around Monarch in a long while.
As far as I'm concerned, the less said about Graham, the better. Graham seemed like a reasonable man years ago. We both agreed that MSI's treatment of its workers was untenable. I thought reforms would be enough. I didn't realize you wanted to abolish the corporate system entirely. What can I do for you?
All right. So we've actually handled everything already. Wow. All right. What are these cubes? Oh, okay. I've seen those before. That goes outside. This is where I want to be. Come in. Come in.
Sure.
All right. Okay. Our profit margins are stellar. Nothing else in here, really? Well, you guys are being downright boring then. Take a look at this. Auto. Okay. Huh. Feels like for how large this office is, it should have had a second floor it could get on. Interesting. Alright.
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
So, let's go ahead and check this journal real quick. I guess the last thing we need to do is we need to get some caffeinoid pills for Nyoko. I guess we do need to take her. I wonder if she's our last member here. Before we talk to this person, let's see if there's anything I can steal. Because that's who I am. Sorry. Employee login. And Williams. Liver damage. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. Still a little concerned about her. Okay. As always, you guys know if you want to read, go ahead and pause. Don't forget. Whoa. Stellar Bride. Ooh. You can put your things here, Mr. Elliot said, leading Abby into a dim apartment. The place was small, but it had a certain cozy charm. Abby sets her bags on the floor and loosened the straps of her jumpsuit. The passion broker. I like this. Please pause this and read it. The broker purred. I hear you're a man of bold taste. This makes me so happy. I love it. Oh, Fletcher held her tightly. His strength had returned, that much was clear. Yet here he remained, at the clinic, with her. Love it! Okay. And open, and steal, and steal, and steal. Steal it all. Oh. That goes downstairs. Oh, yes, please. Yes. Why do you need guns in a... Why do you need guns? That's my question. Okay, can I talk to her anyway? Hi, Abigail.
Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like those, I'd remember.
Ooh.
What can Auntie Abigail do for you? Now that can't be. Ms. Ramnareem Wentworth has already exceeded the month's... Oh. Dear me. She does have another dose in her allotment. How did I miss this? My, but you are a doll. Here's Nyoka's caffeinoid, and if I know her, she's probably ready for it by now. Do take care of yourself, dearie.
Thank you.
Come to share a secret with Auntie Abigail? Come to share a secret.
I can't say anything else to you? Ugh. I wanted to maybe buy some drugs. I'm all about them drugs, you know? Alright, we'll take this off to Nyoko. Glare at Bennett as we go across.
You're back. Good news? Bad news? All of the above? More or less dangerous than a steady supply of alcohol. Give it here. Whew, that hits the spot. Right in the, oh, no, there it is. There it is. Yes. We're in business. Let's go. Great. Where to? Oh, Hiram? I ain't checked in on that man in an age. He's running the giant radio tower we lovingly call Devil's Peak. We'll be going south and west, mostly along the road till we're past Fallbrook. Out there's a western slope that'll lead us through some fun. You like hunting, right? That's fun. If you're more of a spelunker, Rotting River will take you into the mountain caverns. We can discuss options when we get closer. That said, 3's already a crowd. I don't mind waiting somewhere until you got a spot open.
I hope you like being part of our crew, Nyoka. We're real excited to have you.
A ship? Well, look at you. I'll find a spot there to call my own for now. Find me when you're ready.
Yeah, she is the last member. I had a feeling. All right, well, I don't actually want to do that right now. That's not what I want to do. Instead, what I want to do, that's in Fallbrook. I actually want to go ahead and, let's see, retrieve the information he's holding, and deliver it to Catherine. So, that should be around here. Let's get out of here first. That's the big thing I gotta do. I gotta get out of here, and then, where does this go? Oh, that's right, that goes in here. You know what? Now that all those workers are out of here, let's just steal it all. Whee! Nope, not what I wanted. Try and jump.
Get us all in trouble?
Yes.
What do you think you're doing?
Nothing. Go away. Nope. I will never keep my fingers to myself. You weren't supposed to see me. That's not how that was supposed to work. Alright. What am I doing? Not going the right way. Oh.
Quietly now.
Run! Run! Everybody run! Okay. So, we're going to head out, and that'll actually give us a better idea of what is and isn't in this area, because I think some of these are in Fallbrook and some aren't. So I'm not entirely sure. We also have some buildings in here I'm pretty sure I never went into. But you know what? That's fine. Oh, wait, what is this? What is this? I have not been on top of the buildings before. Why are we on top of the building? Whee! Is there a purpose for this? Is there a reason? I don't feel as though there was a reason. That didn't go well. Oh, what the hell is this? Where are we? I don't know, but it's got stuff I want to take, so I'm gonna. Where are we? Some kind of control area. Knock you out. That always makes me want to eat chocolate. Anything here? Yeah, okay. No idea where we ended up, but it was worth being here. So, how am I supposed to get out of the city? There's supposed to be an exit over there. I don't know where it is, though. Okay, let's just do this. It might be trying to take me back to my ship because it might be somewhere else. So, we're gonna go out here. And then we'll pick something to do. See you in a bit. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching me play The Outer Worlds. If you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. As always, do all the YouTube things, as well as go ahead and click on some of the random things that are on your screen. There might be a couple videos, maybe a playlist, I don't know. I put it all in post. Other thing that will be on your screen, though, I can guarantee you, is a picture of my big dumb face. Click on that. That will allow you to subscribe to the channel, and you can also click that bell icon if you'd like to be notified every time I put up a new video. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, guys, but I do want to let you know that you can always talk to me here in the comments, but you can also check me out over on Twitter at AmberFrmThVault, spelled the same way as here, no E in the, no O in from. There's also some information in the description here if you'd like to know how you can help out the channel. Keep good games coming on here. We're going to go ahead and get out of here, though, guys. I will see you in the next one, and I'm so excited to play more of this game, so see you in a bit.